morning, students. In our previous lecture, we started with the lines and angles, and I hope you have gone through the definitions carefully and must have tried the exercise 13.1. So here we are having 13.1 exercise sum number 3. So this diagram is given in your book. First of all, it is asked to find parallel lines. I hope you remember parallel lines are the lines which do not intersect. These lines have same distance at each level. So here L is parallel to M, you can see, and M is parallel to N. Then the next pair is N is parallel to L. So parallel lines we have 3 pairs. Next, intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are those lines which cut each other, which intersect each other. Here we talk about 2 lines that cut each other are called intersecting lines. So let us start with R. R is a line that is cutting L at A. So R and L is the pair of intersecting line. Same way R intersects M. So our second pair is R and M. Same way third, R is intersecting N. Next, R is intersecting P. Now come to the next line Q. Q is intersecting P at I. Then Q is intersecting L at H. Then Q is intersecting M at G. Then Q is intersecting N at F. Then next we are going to line P. Here P intersects L at E. Then P intersects M at D. Then P intersects N at C. In intersecting lines, we have to select pairs of lines. We have to take two lines that cut each other. So next we have concurrent lines. In concurrent lines, we take more than 2 lines. When more than 2 lines pass from the same point, intersect at the same point, they are called concurrent lines. So here we have only a point C where 3 lines are cutting each other. Which are these 3 lines? Just see, it is P, R and N. Lines P, R and N are concurrent lines. Next we have collinear points. Collinear points are those which lie on the same line. When more than 2 points lie on the same line, they are called collinear points. So here, first of all, A, E and H, they all lie on line L. Then A, B and C, they all lie on the line R. Then B, D, G all lie on the line M. C, D, E and I all lie on the line P. Next, last one it is F, G, H and I all lie on the line Q. So the points which lie on the same line, they are called collinear points. So after finishing 13.1, we have next definition of angle. When 2 rays meet at a point, they form an angle. You can see these 2 rays are meeting at a point and they form an angle. This point is called point of vertex. And here types of angles. First is acute angle. When the measurement of an angle is less than 90, it is called acute. If the measurement is equal to 90, it is called right angle. If the measurement of angle is more than 90, it is called obtuse angle. And when the measurement is equal to 180, it is called straight angle. And last of all, when the measurement of angle is more than 180 and less than 360, it is called a reflex angle. Next we have adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are actually neighbor angles. 2 angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have a common vertex and they have a common arm. The other 2 arms of the angles lie on the opposite sides of the common arm. These 2 angles are called adjacent angles if the common arm is in between the angles. Next is linear pair. If the adjacent angles are drawn in such a way that they form a straight line. 2 adjacent angles are formed in such a way that they form a straight line. Then they are called linear pair. When 2 lines intersect each other at a point, 4 angles are formed. The pair of angles that lie on the opposite sides of the point of intersection. See this angle with this angle and this angle with this angle. The angle which lie on the opposite side of the point of intersection are called vertically opposite angles. And vertically opposite angles are always equal. Next we have complementary and supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary. Two angles are said to be complementary if the sum of them is 90. And if the sum of two angles is 180, they are called supplementary angles. Now let us go through few important sums from the exercise 13.2. Here I am going to start with sum number 3, first part. See, this figure is given and we have to find y. Here three angles we can see. This angle is y, 150 minus y, and next is y. We can see when these three angles are joined, they are forming a straight line. AOC is a straight line. Now this angle plus this angle plus this angle, AOB plus BOD plus DOC, they form a straight line. So the sum of these angles is 180 because the angles are forming a straight line. Now feed the values. AOB is equal to y, next is 150 minus y, next is y. So feeding these values, next is it is equal to 180. Now minus 5 plus y, they are opposite to each other, so cancel. Y is equal to 180. This 150 shifted to next side. When you change the side, its sign will change. Plus 150 goes to other side, it becomes minus 150. So we got here y equal to 30. That's your answer. And next we have to find complementary angle of 25 degree. Whenever we have to find a complementary angle, see, angle is given, we have to find its complement. Complementary angle plus the given angle is always equal to 90. So here we have to find complementary angle of 25. So subtract the given angle from 90. When you subtract the given angle from 90, subtract the given angle, you will get the complementary angle. So here we got the complementary angle. Same way, next we have to find supplementary angle of 100. When to find supplementary angle of 100 means out of 180 you will delete supplementary angle. What is remaining? It is the angle that we require. So to find supplementary angle of 100, subtract the given angle from 180. You got your answer, that is 80. Next we have sum number 12. Two required angles, let it be 4x and 5x. Why I have taken 4x and 5x? Because the ratio of complementary angles is given 4:5. So let the first angle equal to 4x and the second angle equal to 5x. Now as the angles are complementary, it means sum of both the angles is equal to 90. So 4x plus 5x, we got 9x equal to 90. Finding x, you got 10 degree. If the x is 10, so our required angles are 4x means 4 times 10, 5x means 5 times 10. So you got your angles as 40 degree and 50 degree. Next we have sum number 14. Here two angles are given that are supplementary. If these two angles are supplementary, it means addition of these two will be equal to 180. So here we got x plus 2x, that is 3x, 35 plus 25, 60. Solving this equation, you got your x is equal to 40, and that is your answer. So next is sum number 26. Here these angles are given as x, y and z. See, opposite to x, angle 1 is equal to x, angle 2 is equal to y, angle 3 is equal to z. Why they are equal? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Now see, when you take all these angles together, it forms a complete angle. When you take a whole angle, it is equal to 360. So here we have one complete angle equal to 360. Taking all the angles, start from here 1 plus y plus 3 plus x plus 2 plus z. Taking all the 6 angles given equal to 360. As 1 is equal to x, you can write here x in place of 1. Then y, 3 is equal to z, x, again 2 is equal to y, then z. What we got? X plus y plus z, x plus y plus z. So we can have 2 times x plus y plus z. Taking this 2 to other side, as it is multiplied here, it will be divided. You got x plus y plus z is equal to 180. So it is all about your exercise. You must try the remaining sums at your own. If you have any problem, you can WhatsApp me. God bless you all. Take care. Keep on doing practice. Thank you.